Hi, a very good day to Dr. Sazlin, a lecturer of SMS1054 Statistical Packages for Analysis. We are students from Group A. My group members is Kirtiga, anak perempuan Tanimalai, Kirtana Mahendra Rao, Hamsalachmi Tamil Larasan, Lavanya, anak perempuan Jagadisan, Muhammad Zuhairi, Mustaqim Muhammad Amin, and me myself Udaya Valen anak lelaki Lincoln. Today we are going to explain our assignment which we carry out, which is problems faced by university students by attending online classes. Well, this is the most spoken topic among the students in these recent days, and as we can see here, table of content. This assignment contains of introduction, objective of this assignment, methodology, reasons and discussions, where we discussed the topics from SMS1054 from chapter 1 until chapter 13. Then next up is in conclusion, reference, and also we have included our survey form. First of all, let's see about the introduction. So this is about statistical packaging for analyze covers 13 chapters in total, and the 3 chapters is about hypothesis testing, testing the difference between 2 means, 2 variance and 2 proportions, and regressions and correlations, and also chapter 13 and 12, which is the chi-square test and analysis of variable. This assignment was performed by our lecturer, Dr. Sazalin, to help us understand better in this subject by using the data that we chose ourselves. So we chose the problem faced by university students who attend online classes recently in this pandemic. In the online classes are defined as a new style of class sessions nowadays, and it was conducted by educators. One of the main reasons why class session was created is because to avoid students from different states in Malaysia to gather and meet each other. This is to reduce the spreading of the COVID-19 case. But unfortunately, there are a few people, not a few, mostly, who is suffering by these online classes, by mental and also physically. And let's see about the objectives of this assignment. First, to investigate the problem faced by attending online classes by all students that experience online learning. Second, to collect the data and information among students about their opinion on online classes. Third, to know the difficulties among students about online classes. Fourth, to know the standard data they used in attending online classes. Fifth, to analyze which gender is facing difficulties in studying through online classes. Sixth, to analyze how long students engage themselves to attend online classes and lectures in a day. Seventh, to analyze range of age that face problem to attend online classes and tutors. Lastly, to apply learning and solving the problems using new softwares. In our case, we use Excel, SPSS, and R software. Next up is the methodology. Throughout this research, we target all university students in Malaysia to be used as our respondent for collecting the data under the topic that I spoke earlier, which is problem faced by university students by attending online classes. This is for easier in collection of data and let them be a sample. So we use the Google form to conduct our survey. We have 6 research questions in total. After the draft had been approved by our lecturer, we proceed our research by transferring all the 6 questionnaires and our topic to a Google form. This Google Form acts as a platform and survive in collection our data from students throughout all universities in Malaysia. It is a random survey. The link of our Google Form was then shared and spread widely into many group WhatsApp and also personal messages consisting of both students inside UPSI and also outside. During the process of analyzing data, we used data obtained from the Google Form that were filled out by the students, which is our respondent. Not to forget, we analyzed the data by using Excel and SPSS and also our software. We gained so much experience by learning on how to transfer the data into a pie chart or bar chart to organize the graph of data. As we all know, as a science mathematics students, we are known that this data plays an important role. Hence, we use the data description to search the mode. In the end, we calculate the probability variety of students from different universities who were being the respondent in our assignment. Lastly, as our final task to complete this research, we made a report which consists of the data analysis and any calculation involved. Thank you. That's all from me, and next up will be explained by the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lavanya Jagadisan. Now I'm going to present about Chapter 1, Frequency Distributions and Graphs using Excel. A frequency distribution is data that has been organized into a table or a graph. In table form, each value or level of a variable is listed with the number of times that value or level appeared in the data. In these problems faced in online classes data, we have constructed of the graphs as follows. First, qualitative data. A researcher makes some research on gender respondent that answered the survey of problem faced in online classes. Here are the data of 54 random sample that the researcher had. This is the data of gender and frequency of the gender. To be noted, F is equals to female and M is equals to male. The respondents of female is 32 and then the male respondents are 22. This is the histogram for the grouped frequency data. The second part is quantitative data. A random sample of 54 university students were asked about their age. Make the frequency distribution table of this data, calculate the relative frequencies for all classes, construct the histogram for the relative frequency distribution, construct the polygon for the relative frequency distributions. This is the table that we obtained from the Excel. This is the histogram graph. Chapter 2, Data Description using Excel. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic features of the data in a study. They provide simple summaries about the sample and the measures. Together with simple graphics analysis, they form the basic of virtually every quantitative analysis of data. First, the central tendency. In this study, we wish to see the collection of their age. A sample of 54 students provided the following data. Find the mean, median, and mode for this data. This is the table of consists their ages, and the mean of the data is 21.40741. The median is 21 and the mode is 22. Section 2 is measures of spread. We have done survey on the age of the university students who responded for the survey, which is the problems faced in online classes, the average age, and the data shown in the table below. Find the range, quartiles, variance, and standard deviation for this data. The sample variance is 16.5856. Sample standard deviation is 4.072543. The range is 30. First quartile is 20. Second quartile is 21. And then the third quartile is 22. Chapter 3 Probability Distribution Using Excel. Section 1 Binomial Distribution. University students had been surveyed to know either male or female who is having most difficulties attending online classes. The surveys will be sent by a link of Google Form through WhatsApp to a random sample of n equals to 54 students, which is n equals to 32 females and n equals to 22 males. From the surveys, we expect that 75% of the female students is having difficulties. Let X represent the number of the 32 female students that respond. We will model X by a binomial distribution with n is equals to 32 and p is equals to 0.75. What is the probability that exactly 32 female students agreed difficult? 0.004457 is the probability that exactly 32 female students agreed difficult. B. What is the probability of the students answer difficulties of online classes is at the most 0.06, which is 0.13959 of the probability that the female students answer difficulties of online classes is at the most 0.60. Thank you. That's it from me.
Now I would like to explain the chapters we used in the R application to find the output. The first chapter is chapter 4, which is frequency distribution table and graph. The input is section 2, which is quantitative data. The quantitative data is the age we collected from the Google form, and this is the output with the age, and it came in a histogram. This is the histogram and the output from our application. Next would be the second chapter which we used is chapter 5, data description. The input is the calculative descriptive statistics from data. That's age also. This is the output and this is the summary.
Hello everyone, today I would like to explain about the analysis of that we have done using the SPSS. First is chapter 8. Chapter 8 shows the confidence intervals for the mean and proportions. First, the question is, the following data represents a sample of the amount of data used in a week to attend online classes of 54 students. Find the 90% confidence interval estimate for the mean amount of the data used in a week to attend online classes. Here is the data of 54 students. And here we have to put the input in the SPSS and the output come out like this. Case processing summary, which is valid, missing and total. And the descriptives are given here. The 90% confidence intervals for mean for the lower bound is 8.720 and the upper bound is 11.780. Here the stem and leaf plots shown. Here this is the stem and leaf plots. Next, chapter 9, hypothesis testing. Hypothesis test for the mean and the Z distribution. A researcher claims that the average speed of internet is less than 50 Mbps. He selects a random sample of 54 students. Internet speed Mbps. Is there enough to support the researchers' claim at alpha equals 0.10? The data is given here, and after we put the input, the output is come out like this. The average speed of internet is less than 50 Mbps. Here is the graph shown, and the one sample statistics. The mean is 21.065. The standard deviation is 41.8120. And one sample test, the test value is equals to 0. The 95 confidence interval of the difference, the lower is 9.652 and the upper is 32.47. Here, next is chapter 11, the regression and correlation. First, 1a shows the create a scatter plot. Construct a scatter plot for the data obtained in data used to attend classes and internet speed of 5 randomly selected students. Here is the data for data used and internet speed. Data used represent as X and data speed represent as Y. Here is the plot, and 1b is calculate the correlation coefficient. For the correlations, here shown the present correlation is for students is 1 and data used is 0.772, and the significant for two-tailed, the data used is 0.127. For data used Pearson correlation, for students is 0.772 and the data used is equals to 1. And then for C, determine the equation of the least squared regression line. The variable entered and removed. Okay, here is shown the dependent variable of internet speed and all requested variables entered. Model summary. The predictions constant, data use GB. And here the dependent variable is internet speed. That's all. Thank you.
Okey, Assalamualaikum dan sekarang saya akan mengeksplainkan cara mengumpul data daripada chapter 12 iaitu chi-square test. Okey. Kita ada table presenting of data obtained in data amount used to attend online classes of gender randomly selected students. So kita ada 10 lelaki dengan 10 perempuan, di mana data kurang daripada 10 lelaki ada 2 dan perempuan ada 3 orang, dan data lebih daripada 10 gig dan ada lagi 8 atau 7 orang. So kita nak guna chi-square test ni. Kita masukkan maklumat dalam SPSS. Kita masukkan maklumat untuk lelaki dan perempuan, masukkan maklumat untuk ni, dan kita analyze dan kita akan dapat ni. So inilah dia punya dua data semua. Ni untuk expected count 0.5, untuk 3 pula 0.5 juga. Lelaki pun expected count 0.5 dan 0.5. Total tadi 1. So dia total kan dia akan dapat 2.0. So untuk chi-square test pula, so assumption of significant dia dua-sided punya. So untuk value, okay, ni 0.157, ni 1 dan 0.096. So dia punya exact significant untuk one sided ialah 0.5. Jadi kita ada 4. Jadi ini paling penting. Dia ada 4 cells, 100% have expected count less than 5. The minimum expected count is 0.5. They compute only for a 2 times 2 table. Okay. Okay, ini untuk more than 10 gigs. Ini dia punya chi-square test untuk between gender dan data more than 10 gigs. Kita akan dapat dia punya result. Dia punya process. So dia benda yang sama. So result dia pun sama. Normal. Okay. Ni jawapan dia. Okay, kita proceed dengan untuk chapter 13, analysis of variance. A research wishes to investigate the 3 different amount of data usage. The subject are randomly assigned to 3 groups. The claim no difference among the means the data are shown. Okay, dia bagi sini data kurang daripada 5, data between 5 hingga 10 dan data between 10 hingga 20. So ini dah bagi maklumat semua. So kita guna formula, kita guna untuk kita cari analisis, kita cari daripada kalau ikut daripada sini, kita tekan analyze, compare mean dan one way ANOVA. So bila kita tekan, kita akan dapat ni. Okay, ni result dia. Ni signifikan 0.014. So ni data ANOVA dia. Data ANOVA. Okay, ni post hack test dia. Post hack test dia. So dia tulis kat sini. Okay, dia punya mean difference dia 3.5. Antara 5 hingga 10. Jadi itu 3.5 perbezaan dia. Kalau bandingkan dengan 10 hingga 20, perbezaan dia negatif 3. So nampak kat situ perbezaan yang besar. So ni semua dia punya data. Ini dia punya identify confidence interval dia. So ni lower bound, ini upper bound dia. Okay. Then ni ada homogeneous subset. Homogeneous subsets. Kat sini dia ada tulis lah. And dia dengan subset alpha 0.05. Okay, ini dia punya significant. Dan ini yang dia punya data. So means of grade is always subsets are display. Use dia punya mean sample size ialah 4. So itu saja. Terima kasih.
Conclusion. The main reason why we computed a research about online classes among students is to find out whether students who are attending online classes are facing problems or not. We also wanted to observe and analyze what types of problems they faced. We took up to 55 respondents who fill up our survey, which we created using Google Form and distributed it through WhatsApp apps. We wish to see the population of the students from all over the universities who attend online classes, and through what we have discovered, students here are well knowledge about online classes. Statista, the statistic portal shows that 100% of students are facing problem by attending online classes. Meanwhile, for our data, the statistic we have gathered showed that 71.9% of the students attending online classes more than 4 hours. Hence, attending online classes during this COVID-19 pandemic is a good way. But at the same time, the students facing problems physically and mentally. Attending online classes also need more data usage. Therefore, the students who are not affordable facing problems on this. Thank you.